I guess you could say this is a message to my American friends south of the border. Lately, we've all been seeing the political firestorm going on about how the FBI executed a search warrant on Donald Trump's residence in Florida. And people are saying this has never happened before. This is the first time in history that a former president, has had, a raid or whatever we call it, or a search warrant executed on the residence. And of course, a lot of people are saying it's all meant to discredit Trump because they're worried that, he's going to run in 2024, so we got to go on like a smear campaign or whatever you want to call it, or discredit him. And I just recently watched Merrick Garland give a press briefing, and he just touted a bunch of rhetoric, like the FBI is committed to integrity and all that crap, and it's like, okay, yeah, and didn't answer any questions and didn't give any reasons for why they did this. And a few things have come to light, such as the fact that back in June, the National Archives said, okay, we want some documents back. Okay, so first of all, here's the thing. The president gets to say what's classified and what's not classified. They allowed to take some documents home with them. And back in June, the National Archives said, okay, we need to subpoena some records or some documents back. And they did that back in June. They went to his residence in Florida, Donald Trump's residence, and said, we want these back, and he cooperated with them, and all's cool. And people are saying, why didn't they do that again? Why didn't they do the same procedure again? It's like they skipped everything and went right to the nitty-gritty and said, yeah, let's conduct a search warrant. And some people are saying, like, okay, well, why didn't they, execute a search warrant on Hunter Biden, or, go after, do the same thing with, Hillary Clinton or Barack Obama. Yeah. And the judge that signed off on the warrant wasn't some, big wig muckety-muck from the Attorney General's office that signed off on the warrant. No, apparently it was some chief magistrate somewhere else in Florida that used to be a lawyer for Jeffrey Epstein's friends. Okay, here's the point I'm making. I'm kind of thinking, okay, aside from discrediting Trump, okay, here's the point I'm making. Maybe the Democrats are hoping for another January 6th. I'm no tinfoil hat wearing conspiracy theorist like Alex Jones or whatever, but it's just that when you think about it, maybe it's a plan to get you Trump supporters, Republican supporters all riled up. Okay, so perhaps they're hoping that people will gather in mass protest, all the Trump supporters and all the Republican supporters, hoping violence will break out, hoping that maybe some leftist ideologues will get in a fight with people and it'll escalate into, mass violence or something like that, or mass hysteria. Or maybe they'll have the agent provocateur all ready and waiting and all planned out. You never know. So that they'll be the ones to cast the first stone, throw the first punch, fire the first shot, and incite violence, hoping it will escalate into a big major brawl or a big major riot or something like that. And then that way the Democrats can blame all the Republicans for that and say, see, Trump is the one starting all this. But yeah, blame it on Trump for all the violence when they started it, or they're hoping it happens. I don't know. It's just a thought. That could be their plan or part of their plan. Anyhow,